What up? What up, you all? I am so excited to be here today. So excited to talk to you all today. Kind of getting still set up a little bit. But how is everybody doing? Today is a wonderful day. And I have a special announcement and a special guest today. Today, we're going to have an all around hustler. That's what he told me. An entrepreneur, but he would much rather say that he's an all around hustler. His name is Shaq Propser. And believe it or not, friends, he is coming from all the way from Canada, but he's currently in Tennessee. So, welcome to Authentic Thursdays with Kay. Under the umbrella of Inspired Bosses, where we have authentic conversations about originality, creativity, excellence, and faith, and all the other things that are going on in the world that matter to us and for us. So, in just a moment, I'm going to bring on my special guest, Shaq Propser. And so some of the things we're going to be talking about today is, let's talk money. Everybody wants to make some money. We want to be millionaires. We want to change the world. We want to do what we want to do, and we want to do it well. So I'm going to ask him to be in this video. Hello, if you're here, drop a comment and say, I'm ready. Yeah, drop a comment and say, I'm ready. Say, I'm ready. Say, I'm ready. I'm just gonna wait for Shaq to be in this. I'm gonna try to find him really quick. Give me a second. How are you all doing? Let me know how you're doing in the comments if you're in here. I'm gonna give y'all some time to come in. Hopefully he's gonna get on in a sec. He's here. What's up? All right, let's get him on. Bring them on camera. Okay, Shaq, I'm about to bring you on camera. Let's do this thing. I'm going to give him a second. Hey, everybody, comment. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing today? Comment, I'm ready if you're ready to hear what we got to say today. Laptop. We're bringing him on. He's going to be on in a sec. Good. It's Thursday. We coming into the home stretch of the end of the week. All right. He's in Tennessee right now.
See me? Hear me?
What's up? If you're watching, comment on here and let us know if you can hear Shaq. I think I have a delay on my phone or something. Well, what's up? How you doing?
Can you hear me? See me? I'm great. Can you hear me?
It's a little bit delayed.
I have the worst signal right now in Tennessee. The worst. The worst. I was just telling Kay we had this nice 10-minute pre-show to make sure everything was smooth, and nonetheless, the Wi-Fi is still okay. But look, I'm not even supposed to be in the country right now, and I managed to get Wi-Fi, so I'm good.
You're literally in the U.S. during a freaking pandemic.
During a pandemic.
That's crazy.
They questioned me at the border, really. They were like, is this a time of the year to go see your friends in the States? I was like, yes, it is. Hell yeah, it is. What else would I be doing? It's like, you're from Toronto. How do you have friends in Miami and Tennessee and this? I'm like, girl, because I have the internet, man. I get around, man. Don't question me.
Because the internet exists, obviously.
She works at Customs. She doesn't know anything about this internet Wi-Fi money, so it's okay. I understand.
So sad. That's unfortunate for her, don't you think? You, Shaq.
Can you hear me still?
Come again?
I still can't hear you. Do you see where I am right now?
Okay.
I'm literally in the South. Like this is as Tennessee as it gets. I don't even know where I am.
You down in the South, y'all. He down in the South. I just had to say y'all. Can you hear
Y'all.
me good?
But all right, guys.
Oh
Yes, I
man.
can. Yes, I can.
All right, well, I'm gonna get into it now. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Well, my first question, I just really want to talk about you being from Canada and like being in Tennessee. Like, what are you here doing? Like, what's this all about? Outside of visiting your friends, making jokes about people in customs. What's going on?
Well, guys, to be honest, at this point, I mainly came to the one for one. I don't like the snow, so I was born and raised up in Canada here in Toronto, and we have snow half the year. I hate the snow with a passion, so I wanted to get away from that. I need to come see the palm trees. I need to go to Miami, to LA, and that's exactly what I was doing. Basically, this whole year was just traveling the states, and I wanted specifically to come out to Miami because I actually have business in Miami that I wanted to connect with on a personal level. So I'm just trying to see if right now they're actually eating in a restaurant. That's why I stepped out here really quickly for you guys. But they're eating in a restaurant right now. I said, you know what, guys? You guys eat. It's fine. Take mine to go. I gotta help out here, my peoples, man, because I support young Black entrepreneurs, in any way, shape, or form. And that was one of the main things of coming to the States
That's
specifically because
love.
I've noticed, yeah, there's a lot of young entrepreneurs out in the States. You guys have a lot of hustle compared to Canadians, to be completely honest with you guys. Everybody in the States, it seems like they have this hustle mentality, which is what I strive off of, what I believe in. And that's another reason why I love the States so much. So that's really why I'm out here, to connect with people and to meet up with people that I already knew here.
Wow, that's cool to even hear that you really hadn't seen here in the States that you don't see in Canada, in
Yep.
Toronto. That's cool. I mean, I'm
Yep.
kind of like in shock a little bit
I
because
mean, look,
When
don't
I
get
do
me.
Amway, go ahead.
I would say don't get me wrong. There's grinders and hustlers in Canada, but it's just different in the States. It's just
Yeah.
different. Like you got, it's like 24/7. Everybody has. Okay, here's what it is. In the States, everybody has a side hustle. Everybody has a side hustle of some kind, right? In Canada, people are more relaxed and comfortable.
Mm.
They know the government will take care of them if they need to. There's not really much need to really hustle and bustle for things. Whereas in the States, it's you got to get it how you live, and as if no
Mm.
one's gonna do it for you in the States, right? So
I think somebody is commenting in Egyptian or some other
can
language
you
I cannot
can you
read.
read that?
You know what? Maybe one day. I can't read it. I can't read it. Well, whatever you're saying, hopefully it's something great. Thanks for the comment. But okay, so cool. That's what's up. So it's a 24/7 grind here, and you're out here meeting your people. You're with your team, and let's talk. Let's just go into team. Like when you're building a team, what are you actually looking for in a person that desires to be a part of your team, or just
Yeah.
any progressive team in general?
Okay. Well, to give you guys a kind of understanding of at least what I'm really doing is I'm part of an industry called network marketing. So a lot of you guys have been exposed to before. You know about it. Probably know a friend or family member that's involved. But I was basically raised by network marketers in my entrepreneurship journey for the last 5 years, and a big part of network marketing is the concept of leveraging the efforts of other people and leveraging the efforts of a team. You know, um, you'll notice very quickly in network marketing, and a lot of you guys can probably attest to this. Many people try network marketing. They try, they do. They try hard. To be honest, a lot of people they try very hard, but they're not seeing the success from network marketing that a lot of people they hope for, and it's because a lot of times they lack the understanding that it's network marketing is not about you, it's about your
Mm.
people. And you have to be able to invest into people and develop people more than you. Like, first, you got to be the example yourself. But the only reason why I'm the example is so I can pour into my team. You know, in network marketing, you have to learn for the purpose of teaching. So when it comes down to team building, depending on the kind of person that you are, because everyone's personality is different, but some key factors is, you know, you can't build, look, you can't do the work for people. You know, you can work with them, but you can't work for them. And the way I'm putting in a different mindset, if I have somebody on my team, let's say I'm running a sales team right now in network marketing, we're doing credit repair, for example.
Okay.
I can't want to do the business more than my teammates want to do the business. You understand what I'm trying to say? So a big part of team building is finding people that want to work and want to hustle and want to grind just as much, if not more, than you do as the leader. Right?
Yeah.
You know, they say you can lead a horse to water, right? But you
Come
can't make
on.
the horse drink. So when I have a teammate, you know, a lot of times, I have a lot of people on my team. I have, as of now, 103 people actually in my organization, agents that are under me that are doing sales online, offline, and front. And I tell everybody the same thing, guys. Look, I'm looking for people that want to work, want to put in the work, that want to stay up at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm gonna let these guys know here. Your cousin, Kadarius, this guy had me up 3 a.m. in the morning doing a presentation for his people. 3 a.m. in the morning. No boss telling you to wake up. No boss. Like, you just have to have it. You have to be able to get out of your bed and actually want it. So that's what I look for when I'm building my team, is people that actually are hungry for it. And as long as people are hungry, you can coach them into success.
Hunger. You know
Yeah.
what you said, a couple of things, you know, I think I want to kind of dive in. Network marketing industry is well and alive around here, especially in our age group. People that I see mostly doing what I'm in Amway. Let me say that. I'm in Amway. Let me say that. Um, and you have like this one network marketing company called TLC, and that's like popping.
Oh,
And then
yeah?
you got Forex trading, of course, and they're like Forex people are always around.
Oh,
It's like I can't get
Forex
away
people
from
are
them.
on it. Forex people are on it, man. Those guys
But
are
you talked
heavy.
about mindset. And you have to adopt a different mindset. And I know we were kind of talking about it a little bit earlier, that a lot of people, entrepreneurship is not really for them because you got that day-to-day stuff that could go
Yeah,
super
it's
wrong.
not. Yeah,
Go ahead.
Look, I'll give you guys a backstory. So there's a guy named Gary Vee, right? A lot of you guys probably have heard of him. And he says, look, some people are just built for it and some people just aren't. And if you aren't built for it, it's okay. It is fine. Because look, at the end of the day, not everybody can be the owner. Some people are just very good executives. That's it.
Come on.
They're just very good mid-level managers, and they know how to. They're not cut out for it. They're not cut out.
We're losing you. We're losing you.
You know, because there's a lot of things that come with entrepreneurship that people don't really talk about. You know, and you're never really gonna know until you go
Yeah.
through it, right? So
And you know
here's
what? I've actually seen a lot of people now during the pandemic come out and claiming and proclaiming entrepreneurship.
yeah, it's not for them, man. It's not for because you don't just wake up one day and decide to be an entrepreneur. That's not how it works. Entrepreneurship is like okay, I'll tell you guys my backstory. So when I was in high school, when I was coming out of high school, 18. Look, I'll tell you guys straight up. When teachers asked me what do I want to do when I grow up, I did not have an answer for them. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. Hey Shaq, what do you want to be? What kind of career? I don't know, miss. I don't know, sir. I'm sorry. I can't. I never had an answer for them. But I did know one thing. I just wanted to make money. Why? I was raised up by a single mom. Both my two older brothers were in prison. I only had my sisters around me to raise me up. So I was raised by a bunch of women here. And for some reason, nobody really around me had wealth. No, not any significant wealth. Nothing to the point where they can teach me anything. So all I wanted to do was just make money to give back to the women that raised me. So I have a different level of respect for women personally. That's obviously because of my upbringing. But I still respected the fact that as much as I loved my family to death, but I couldn't ask them for financial advice. I couldn't ask them to teach me anything about money. How can you teach something that you don't know? So, what happened with me was when my teachers used to ask me, what do I want to do? And I said I wanted to make money. I couldn't even ask my teachers because my teachers were making $50,000 a year as a teacher. What are you going to teach me about money? So I took it upon myself to go and find the answers. And this is what I'm talking about. This is either you have it or you.
That's most. Yeah, and I like what you said earlier when we were talking about like entrepreneurship is like so much to just that word itself. It's a lot. And you think just because you want to sell a t-shirt, which is a part of, being like having a hustle, but it's so much more and so much deeper when it comes to entrepreneurship and a level of
So much.
professionalism and scheduling and showing up. Showing
Yeah.
up to things that you said you were going to do, showing up when you don't necessarily feel like it all the time, showing up when the dollars ain't really like that you want them, and that's the mindset. You got to have that mindset of like hunger that you talked about. You got to
Yeah.
be
You got to
hungry.
get it
You
somehow.
got to be hungry.
And a lot of it is,
So
look, at the end of the day, you got to figure it out. That's a big thing. You got to figure it out.
and a lot of the times, I think we have, because I've been in this series talking about failure too, and I kind of want to lean into that. As an entrepreneur, like how has your thought process changed about the word failure? Like, how do you view it? Like, what is your stance when you think about failure? Because it's different. It's different and when it's in entrepreneurship, for me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about failure, so I've heard a lot of different things, and I don't want to be cliche, but you hear failure is another opportunity to learn and all these different things, right? But
No, I'm going to keep it real here when it comes to you guys. So, look, I don't want to talk to anybody that hasn't failed before, right? Because what you can't, like, look, every successful entrepreneur has had to fail forward to get to where they are. You know, there is no shortcut. You're gonna have to lose money. You're gonna have to lose friends. You're gonna have to lose your sanity sometimes.
woo,
You know, you're gonna have to try things out. They don't work, and now you're looking like a fool to your friends and your family because now they're looking at you like, oh, this person.
we lost him, you all, but he was saying some good stuff. Um, but I would like to continue that because I feel like, I mean, I know what he's talking about. He's coming back. He's coming back. Let's get him back. Let's get him back. But you're going to lose some things along the way, and
Be
that's going
back.
to be the
Be
test
back.
of
Be back.
times.
Be
What's
back. Be
up?
back.
I was trying to
Be back.
continue your thing that you had going on, but you
But
were
look,
talking
but look,
about
look.
losing out on things.
I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. Even right now, the Wi-Fi is chipping out on me, but it's not stopping me from sending the message because there's somebody else to do a speaking event or any kind of speaking engagement at all, whatever. There may be 10, 15, 20, 100, 200 people in the room. I'm only really speaking to one person right now on the call, by the way. Just letting you guys know that. There's only really one person I'm trying to connect to. You guys, one of you guys on the call is who that one person is. One person. I don't care about the other 5, 8, 10, 50. One person is going to get this message. And the Wi-Fi is trying to interrupt the message right now. But look.
Yeah.
Forces have been trying to stop my entrepreneurship journey for the last 5 years, and they haven't been able to work. Every time something happens, I bounce back, and that's why entrepreneurs figure things out. But check this out: failure. So it is cliche, but the truth of the matter is you're not going to advance anywhere if you don't fail forward. Because a lot of things in entrepreneurship, no one can really tell you. Like I can tell you right now, look, if you're gonna go and start a business, make sure that you actually know how to sell before you even try to open up a business. Okay, but I can tell you that, but you're not gonna really listen until you go into business and you realize you're doing all this random stuff for your business and trying to make all these things for your business, and you've not produced a single dollar for your business because you don't actually know how to sell something. What's the point of having a business if you can't sell it? So, but I can tell you 1,000 times, you're not going to know until you go through it, you fail, and then you say, damn, next time I start a business, I got to make sure I make some money because, everything in business costs money apparently, and I didn't know that. So now I got to make sure that I have money to, like, simple things that most people, they don't realize. Like, I know a lot of guys, they start businesses, they don't understand the power of sales, and your entire business is built off of that, but you have to fail in that business first, that little small startup business. You have to fail before you learn from that mistake, and then you're not going to make the same mistake again. So
Yeah.
I love failure.
Yeah,
I
and a
love
lot of
failure.
people's problem is because most of us have kind of grew up with that thought process or the idea of like, we're gonna go to college and we sing that same song, go to college, get a good job, da 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 da, live a great life, retire. After you're done working for someone 50 years, giving them the best years, days,
Look,
moments
guys,
of your life.
I'll be the first one to tell you, and it sounds bad, but if you want to be wealthy, you can't go to college. It's not okay. Let me rephrase it. It's not that you can't go to, no, because I know some people are gonna get triggered right now. It's not that you can't go to
Yeah,
college.
yeah.
I'm just saying that college is not in the roadmap to financial freedom. It's just not. It's one of those. It's an option, but it's not a requirement. You understand what I'm trying to say? Don't misunderstand what I'm trying
I
to tell you
like that.
guys. You can go through 1,001 different colleges, but the key is, unless your college professor is someone that you want to be like, you really should have no business talking or getting advice from that person. Now, you may end up going to college, and you might actually find a mentor or a teacher that actually has what you want and is teaching something that you actually truly want to learn to develop yourself, whatever, that may be useful to you, but it's not a requirement. For the most part, it's probably just a waste of time, because those same 3, 4, 5 years you could have been spending actually doing a business and failing forward the whole time.
That's wild. So let's kind of transition a little bit. Because I don't want to be on here too long. I want to captivate people's minds, but I also want to give them a turning point as well as we keep on talking. So let's talk about vibes, because we're here to talk about money, wealth, and you mentioned wealth. So I want to kind of tackle both of those at the same time, vibes and wealth. How would you define wealth, or what would you say is like the best way, not even the best way, well, one of the ways to acquire wealth, how you define it, and then the vibe that you have to maintain or you have to kind of get to, that you surround yourself with to continue to go higher and to go even deeper, who you are, what you want, why you want it, and blessing others as you build your team, as you build others, as you transform your life. And I don't know if you can hear me kind of pause a little bit, but that's the question, you all. We want to know, what type of vibe do we need in order to acquire some wealth? What's the best way to acquire some wealth in 2020? I can hear you now.
1 second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I just turned on my Toronto Wi-Fi, so hopefully this is good. I just turned on my Toronto Wi-Fi, but I'm gonna go back to the American Wi-Fi. All right, 1 second, guys.
Not the American Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I can't do this Toronto Wi-Fi stuff. I gotta do the American.
Yeah, you sound clear. So if you want to talk, you got it.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you straight up. A lot of people are gonna be pissed off when they hear this, but you'll never know unless you actually know for sure. But guys, there is a huge difference. Oops. There we go. There's a huge difference between being rich and being wealthy. Huge difference. And a lot of people, they like to act and look rich, which you can do very easily, by the way. Rappers do it all the time. Artists and celebrities do it all the time. all the time. But here's the reality.
Hey, Shaq, you're gonna have to start over with what you're saying. I can't hear a word you sound. You sound like you sound like a robot. We can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you. See, this is crazy. He's about to. This whole thing is messing up. You know he's about to drop some fire, and I can't wait to hear it. Here he comes back. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep on trying this thing. While we're waiting, make sure you share and you like this, comment, and share it.
We back again. I'll tell you guys a little quick story here. I remember one time I was trying to close a deal online, and the Wi-Fi was chipping out the whole time. I was trying to close this deal. The Wi-Fi was going crazy the entire time. I hopped in and out of the call probably about 7 or 8 times, and I still closed the deal.
Money.
I don't care, bro. I really don't care.
But go ahead, give
I'll keep
it
popping
to
in
us
and out.
raw. The rich versus wealth.
Look, guys, raw. Technically speaking, any one of you guys can be considered rich. Actually, really and truly, for the most part, if you have a cell phone in your hand right now, you're technically considered rich compared to the rest of the world. So, you know, to be rich just means you have an abundance of money, right? That's really all it is. To be wealthy, though, in my opinion, is how long can you maintain being rich? Because a lot of people can be, look, I can go to Miami right now. They don't even have credit, yet alone wealthy. Like let's not even get into that conversation, you know, but they're not wealthy, you know?
I love some of the things that you post, you know, on your Facebook statuses and everything, and I'm like sharing it and everything because you have that entrepreneurial mindset, and you know one of the things that I've adopted into my own mindset is using my job, you know, my laid out, constructed part of life as a contingency plan, as insurance to my entrepreneurial life. You know what I'm saying? So, what type of vibe do you surround yourself with? People and things and places.
You gotta surround yourself with people that have what you want, are doing the things that you want to do, and ultimately they're in the place in life that you want to be. Very simple, you know. You definitely don't want to surround yourself with people who are bringing you down. You know, they may even be loved, like it may be your friends and family that you grew up with, but they're not supportive of your goals. Look, I'm not saying that you can't be their friends. I'm just saying stop hanging out with them. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, I don't know if anybody here understands this, but there's something called the law of association, which states that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, good or bad. So, you know, as much as I love a lot of my family members, I can't chill with them, unfortunately. I can't surround myself with that energy. You know, I rather look. You're gonna accomplish a lot more with strangers, by the way, than you ever will with your closest friends and family. You know, like I can already tell right now, just off this conversation, Kay here, I could see myself making a lot more moves with Kay before I make moves with a lot of people that I grew up with. You know, that know me like the back of my hand. But it's just because law of attraction attracted Kay and attracted myself to Kay, so we have the same frequency. Law of association is going to allow us to stay together. And ultimately speaking, because we're on the same wavelength, I don't really have to. I don't have to guess to what she's thinking, what her goals are, because we probably have the same goals. You know, so surround yourself with people like that. Get in front of people. Like make a goal board, literally. And I don't care how crazy it sounds. Make a goal board, write on a piece of paper goals that you have that you want to accomplish, and then just go out and find people who've already accomplished those things.
Let me play devil's advocate right here, though. But I'm just gonna play, things that people are thinking. But I'm scared, Shaq. I'm scared. I don't know. I know you said strangers are gonna be the person I make the move with, but that just doesn't even seem like, yeah, realistic for me. I'm from a small town. I don't know people. I don't even know what business I can start. I don't know anything.
Okay.
What do I
Find a
do?
mentor. Find a
But
mentor.
how do I do that? Where are they? Are they just, hey, I'm a mentor with my
Any
head?
anybody can be a mentor. Look, this is it can be as simple as this. Let's just say materialistic things. Let's just say I want a Mercedes, right?
All right.
Find somebody that has a Mercedes and ask them how they got the Mercedes. Start there. Very simple thing. Like very, very simple. Hey buddy, how'd you get the Mercedes? You know what's so crazy to me? When I grew up, I didn't know that most of these material things were actually purchased on credit. I didn't know this. I thought that everybody was just balling out on cash, buying houses cash, buying cars and Lambos and all this stuff, whatever. One day I'm at a gas station. I just simply asked the guy, hey, how'd you get the Bentley? The guy said, well, if you put a down payment of this, the bank will let you finance this and your monthly payments will be this. I'm like, monthly payments? What the hell do you mean monthly payments? I start going online studying car financing. Then I realize, holy crap, all I have to do is get the bank to pay. The bank's going to buy the car for me. I just got to pay the bank every month. Something as simple as that I had no idea about. You got to ask. You got to find the people who have what you want and just simply ask them. You want to get in shape? Find someone that's in shape and just ask them what they do to get in shape. It's very simple. You don't have to complicate
Make it simple, make it plain for them, because you never know who you're talking to and who's probably pressing the volume button at the bottom of their screen, but not actually tuning in, and they're just kind of scrolling by. And exactly what you're saying is feeding into them right now. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if they tune in fully, but then they need to. You know what I'm saying? But lastly, before we get off here, because we're gonna end this thing. You're so good. You're so amazing. I swear. The last thing I want to kind of ask you, since you are a Canadian, but obviously you have the skin and of course racism, colorism, all those isms is going down, and we're taking a stand as millennials. It's a new rage. It's a new fresh hope. It's a new feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's a new protest. It's a new everything going on right now. And so being that you're from Canada, but you're here, what is your point of view on what's going on? I know you first started off by saying, yeah, I respect the hustle
I'll
of
tell you guys
Black
straight
Americans.
up at least. Yeah, here's at least what I've been doing, and a lot of my friends, we don't see it. We don't see
everybody.
It. We just move on.
Crazy.
Stop letting stop watching the news first and foremost. Like the news is not created for you. The new, like, I'm just gonna let you guys straight up know, I have not turned on the news since this coronavirus stuff started. Anytime I've watched this thing happen, or this racism's happen, or any of this stuff going on today right now, it's because I'm walking past the TV and I just so happen to see it on the TV, or my friend's watching it. I do not watch the news. You guys should not be watching the news. You guys should be in your bag.
You said here, get in your bag. Whatever you just said had to be good, because it just went out again. That's crazy. But he ultimately was saying, don't let propaganda stray you from getting in that bag. Get in that bag. Get in that bag. Oh, you're a little square now.
Hey man, third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. This might be the last chance I have. I think they shut off all the stores and all the Wi-Fi is gone here, so I gotta go back to my Toronto Wi-Fi. But
okay, but
do I look light skinned now?
You were talking about propaganda. Oh, you look beautiful.
All right. Guys.
Oh man.
If anything disconnects right now, if my Wi-Fi is terrible, if anything happens, trust me, stop watching the news and get in your bag.
I concur. I concur. But this is actually better. I don't know if it's the little square that's making your
Stop
thing
watching
go
the news and
way
get in your
better,
bag.
but it is better. It is better. But you all like this. This is a guy I literally met him virtually through Facebook. Somebody mentioned him, Kadarius, who I went to school with, who is my cousin. Shaq actually added me first, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And we just started talking, and now we're like vibrational friends. Hopefully we make some moves together at some point. I'm really excited about it. But he said a lot of things. If you could leave us with maybe two last things, could you do that for us?
Pardon?
If you could leave us two things to go home with, or one, it doesn't matter. Either one or two things to go home with.
Find a mentor. Find a mentor, for one. Find someone that's doing what you want to do and follow what they do. Find a mentor. And get around people who are doing what you want to do. Get the law of association.
Law of association. So you heard it. You heard it here first, second, third, fifth time. I don't care if it's your 50th time hearing it. Get you a mentor. Stay in your bag. Get off the news because they're governing your mentals. That's what the government does. And you don't want anybody else governing your decisions. You want to make independent decisions. You want to make independent wealth that just kind of creates generational wealth in your family. That's what we're here to talk about. Originality. It means being independent of your thoughts. So you heard it here first. Get you a mentor and surround yourself with people who are going in the direction that you want to go. And one lady, Miss Joanna, has a question. She had, what are ways to make money?
End of next month.
One of the biggest ways I know he talked about is being in the network marketing industry.
What's your phone number, babe?
I mean, I'm sure you can inbox him at some later date or right after this is gone over. And he'll be glad to probably get connected to you. I'm so excited to have you here, Shaq. Thank you for accepting my invitation to be on here. We're excited about that. And I'm so blessed to know you. And I'm hoping we can continue this as we go forward.
Let's go. Let's go. Look, I'm proud to be here. You guys are amazing. I know the connection has been kind of choppy, but what we're going to do is we're going to have a different call just like this in the future where I'm going to make sure I have everything set up, back everything. Because right now, like again, I'm here in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee. I don't even know where I am. But I didn't make that an excuse and not got in the call. So at the end of the day, you can either make money, you can make excuses, but you can't do both. So I decided not to make the excuse and I got on anyway. But what we're going to do is next time, we'll make sure that we have everything formal, set up, Wi-Fi booming on 100, and we'll make it a good show, all right?
All right. So you always know, everybody knows what I say when I leave this thing. Peace, love, and light. And to remember to always be inspired. I'll be here next week. Talk to y'all later. Make sure you share, replay, watch, all that. We out.
No, dinner ready.
Take care.